Shalom, call Halayim La Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai Ba'Shem Rakakmadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule and teach well. And a sincere Shalom to the 144,001 third. Now, as you can see by the title, Yahweh is in all things, right? Yahweh is the ruler over the existence, right? He rules over the heavens. He rules in the kingdom of men. You understand? So let's start off in Psalms 147. This is Psalms 147 and 4. He telleth the number of the stars. He calleth them all by their name. So every star has its own unique name. And if you ever seen the star, like a starry night, where there's a very low light pollution, hey, the stars are endless, figure of speech. It's not an infinite amount of stars, but let's say it's trillions and trillions of stars, like they fill up the night sky. But Esau with his lights in these major cities, you don't really see nothing at night. All right, in these contrails and chemtrails blotting out the sky. Let me go down to verse 15. He sendeth forth his commandment upon earth. His word runneth very swiftly. Yeah, all right. And that also goes to Yahweh Shai. Okay. And guess what? Nobody is going against what Yahweh has established. All right. You see, Esau thinks he can do what he's doing is his will. Okay. This is Daniel 4 and 17. This matter is by the decree of the watchers and the demand by the word of the holy ones, to the intent that the living, that's what, lions, and crows, right? Israelites, heathens, to the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men, and giveth it to whomsoever he will, and set it up over it the basis of men. All right, let me just check. All right, just had to see if my microphone was rolling. And the basis of men is these Edomites, man, which is the so-called Caucasian race, white race, Europeans. All right, they are the basis of men. What does it mean to be the base? All right, that's the bottom. All right, they're the lowest. They're the Edomites, or the lowest caliber of humans, of humanity, and Yahweh has risen them up to rule over all the heathen and even his own people, right? Because the wicked is his punishing sword. Let's get Wisdom of Solomon, the first chapter, in verse 7. For the spirit of Yahweh filleth the world. So Yahweh is everywhere. He's in 2 miles underground, 30 miles underground. What is it called? The Mariana Trench or whatever. The super deep part of the ocean, somewhere Pacific, Atlantic, wherever. He's everywhere. He's in the second heaven. Okay, he sees what's going on in these Amalek and these rest of these heathen nations' secret meetings. Okay, and that which it containeth all things have knowledge of the voice. So guess what? Even in these other realms of existence we don't know about, right? We can't see them. You know, some people can see the, slightly into these other realms, right? You see these apparitions and spirits and whatnot. Yahweh is in everything. Into he's in the internet, right? He's in the TV. He exists everywhere. There's nowhere that Yahweh doesn't exist. All right, he's aware of it all. Let's get Proverbs 15th chapter and verse 3. The eyes of Yahweh are in every place, beholding the evil and the good. So Yahweh's seeing everything that's going on, right? He's seeing the evil and he's seeing the good. And guess who else he's looking at? Or primarily, that sinful kingdom, which is Babylon the Great, Mystery Babylon, which today will be known as United States of America. Amos 9 and 8, behold, the eyes of Yahweh are upon the sinful kingdom, and I will destroy it from off of the face of the earth. Right, he's going to make these nations send nukes, and these chariots are going to get busy over here too, saying that I will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob, said Yahweh. So the elect are going to get beamed out of this place, all right, that are still alive, before the nukes hit and take it out, take this this wicked kingdom out. Now let's get Ecclesiasticus. This is Ecclesiasticus, the 23rd chapter, in verse 19. Such a man only fears the eyes of men. Yeah, you may be walking down the street, or you're in some social environment, and a guy has his lies locked on you, right? He's staring you down like he's got an issue, and some men may get intimidated by that, may look away, you know. Such a man only fears the eyes of men, and knoweth not that the eyes of Yahweh are 10,000 times brighter than the sun. So imagine the sun and 10,000 times brighter. All right. So there's only only select, beings, all right, spirits that can truly be in the presence of Yahweh. Okay. Behold all the ways of men, in considering the most secret parts. So there's nothing you can hide from Yahweh. Absolutely nothing. All right. He sees it all, the good and the evil. Now let's end this off. Second Esdras, the 9th chapter. I'm going to start at the top, verse 1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs pass, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he hath made. Now, is Yahweh literally going to come? No. He's going to, stir the pot. He's going to send the angels, all right, to do his bidding, to do his will, all right? And they're going to work on the minds of these people, all right? Putin or whoever is going to be in charge of Russia when things really start heating up. Xi Jinping, all right, or whoever is going to be in charge, and whoever is going to be in charge of Babylon the Great when World War III starts popping off, the MOTB starts popping off, all right, the secret council of the wicked. He's going to stir the minds of these people, okay, to bring in their NWO, which is Yahweh's NWO, by the way, okay, because he controls this place, not Esau, not Amalek. And guess what? He's going to do things that aren't going to be through men, right? It's going to be through Yahweh with the Elohim, all right, causing these storms causing these catastrophes. Verse 3, therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world. So we already see that now, but it's going to get astronomically worse. All right, especially when these currencies of the world start collapsing. Okay, you imagine a massive earthquake that displaces hundreds of millions of people. All right, just cracks open the country. Whole country gets cracked open. Imagine if Europe gets cracked into three pieces. All right, Europe. They say Europe has 800 million people, and it gets split three ways. How do you think that's going to go? Okay. Verse 4, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of these things from the days that we were before thee, even from the beginning. So Yahweh made sure to declare the end from the beginning, because he created the ending. All right, there's no creature, there's no spirit above Yahweh. Yahweh is the ancient of days. All right, so with that, shalom.